Well, America's newly graduated college seniors are in trouble. If you know one, you're aware of this. They have an average debt load of almost $30,000. And they'll be competing in the job market they're about to enter with 40 million Americans who just lost their jobs. So the situation for young Americans is dire, maybe the most dire in our lifetimes. That's why 30 U.S. college student organizations just sent a letter to the President of the United States with a simple suggestion for how to help them. Put a pause on companies that are importing foreign workers to take jobs that they might have. The letter proposes canceling hundreds of thousands of H-1B and OPT visas. These are the visas allowing foreign workers to take jobs that could be given to new American college graduates. It's a simple idea. Oliver Krvaric is president of the San Diego State College Republicans. His group signed the letter. We're happy to have him on tonight. Oliver, thanks so much for coming on. Let me just say how sorry I am for you and people in your class entering into a job market like this. It's really tough. So explain what you think this letter will achieve and why it could help you.
So this letter is coming at a very strategic time in the administration. Just about a month ago, I think almost to the day, the president announced an executive order essentially banning immigration across the board. But then the very next day, I and many other graduates were dismayed to see that some of the most egregious foreign worker visas were excluded from this immigration ban. So essentially, it's just giving a signal to the administration, letting them know that there is an appetite, especially among young, likely voters, to take care of the egregious H-1B and OPT abuse that's displacing American graduates and professionals across the board.
Do you think that you can make the difference by appealing directly to the president?
I think given the nature of the time period that this is coming in at, the president is expected to announce new measures on the immigration ban, I think in the coming week even. So hopefully the timing of this is not lost on the administration, the very strategic timing that this letter is coming at.
Well, how do you, so you are in this position, you're a college student, you'll be entering at some point the job market, say a prayer. How do you feel personally about the fact that the U.S. government is allowing white-collar jobs that you could take to begin your life to go to foreign nationals?
Personally, I find it unconscionable, especially since it was an essential foreign policy, or rather domestic policy prescription from the president, even during his time as a candidate back in 2015 and 2016. So American patriots going back to the 1990s, even further on, have repeatedly sounded the alarm on the guest worker abuse that's displacing American workers. So it's puzzling to see almost 4 years into an administration that this is sort of an area where action has not been taken decisively.
No, and because the president, who I think is in favor of stopping these visas, was talked out of it by, again, you can imagine. But let me just finally ask you, do you feel like you've been duped a little bit? I mean, here you go to college, you assume all this debt, you study, and you get out and you find that they're giving away jobs to college graduates from other countries.
No, of course, and especially given the gross tuition paid by international students and things like that, there is absolutely a conflict of interest when it comes to American universities selling out their own graduates. And this is really just an issue across the board for American politics. What's best for the market, what's best for the GDP, is not necessarily always what's best for the American worker or the American college graduate. It seems like there's an incredible lack of incision on this issue.
I think you're exactly right. And the higher education lobby is a driving force behind this atrocity, and they should be called out. I'm glad that you did. Oliver, thanks so much for coming on tonight.